receiving information. The basic purpose of your parity bit is nothing but detecting the errors during the transmissions of binary information. So when the sender is sending the information at the receiver end, it is expected that same information can be received. But when you are sending the information in network, it may be happen that these bits may be altered by the someone. So you need to identify this data. Either you are receiving the same data or some altered data, or it may be happen that all data may not be issued due to some congestion in the network. So we need to identify these things. Is any error in the data? So at the receiver end, we are identifying these errors. Okay. So for that purpose, uh, you need to first identify. You need to first add this extra bit, that is parity bit, to your data. So this extra bit is depends on the, for adding this extra bit, it depends on the data input. So you need to observe the data input. So if it is calculate the number of ones from the data inputs, and if it is either odd or even count of number of ones, according to that you need to decide the types of your parity. So there are two types of parity, either even parity or the odd parity. So if the added bit, parity bit, will make the total number of ones as a even amount, then it is considered as a even parity. And if the number of ones in the data inputs is odd amount, then it is considered as a odd parity. So there are two parts. Either you have to generate the parity bit. So at the transmitter node, you have to generate the parity bit, and at the receiver node, you have to check the parity bit. So there are two concepts: parity generator, and second concept is parity checker. So at a parity generator, again are two types: either it is even parity generator or odd parity generator. Now consider the parity bit. So it is considered as a combinational logic circuit that generate the parity bit in the transmitter. So first type of parity bit is a even parity bit. So the parity bit is a 0 if there are even number of ones in the data stream, and the parity bit is 1 if there are odd number of ones in the data stream. See, this is a parity bit topic of your parity bit. It is totally depends on the number of ones present in your data streams. So if you are considering the even parity, and if you are trying to implement or generate the parity bit for the data stream, so for that data stream, you need to observe the number of ones. Now, if you are writing the truth table for the even parity, if the number of ones is even, then in that case, you have to consider the zero value as output. If the number of ones are odd in figure, then we can write down the as a parity bit is 1. This is a case of your even parity generator. In case of odd parity generator, if the parity bit is 1, you can write down the parity bit as a output as a 1 when the number of ones in an input stream is even, or you can write down the parity bit as output 0 if the number of ones is a odd in figure. So in that case, this is a logic to write down your even parity generator and the odd parity generator. So same logic can be explained with the help of this table. So here you can see there are two types of parity, either even and odd, and it is depends on your number of ones, either even number or odd number. So in that case, what happen if the even combinations, it means you are generating the even parity, you are trying to implement the even parity generator, and in that case the number of ones is uh, even. So even combination, so the output bit is considered as a 0. If you are trying to implementing the even parity and the number of ones is a odd figure, so odd even combination, so the output bit will be a 1. Now same case here, if it is odd parity generator and the number of ones is even, then odd even or even odd combination, so the output bit will be a 1. And if it is odd parity generator and the number of ones, the figure is odd, so odd combination, then we can say the output bit is a 0. So with the help of this logic, we can write down the truth table for even parity generator and the odd parity generator. Now here one thing is that when you're having a same combinations like even or odd combination, then your output bit will be a 0. If there is combination is a different odd even or even odd, then the output bit will be considered as a 1. So simple logic is there to write down the truth table of your parity generator. So first we'll see the examples of your even parity generator. Now this is a truth table. In this truth table, I have considered the three input data A, B, C, and the output I have considered the Y. Now this output is nothing but we are generating the parity bit. So here even parity bit generator. Now here you can observe there are three inputs. So write down the total 8 combinations start with the 0 and up to 7. Okay, so 0 to 7 combinations are there. Now we need to calculate this output part. Okay, so for calculating the output part, what you have to consider, you have to use this logic. Now we are trying to implement the even. So if the number of ones is even, output bit will be a 0. If the number of ones is odd, then output will be a 1. Now here you can observe the input stream. Now this is a first case. In that first case, you can observe the input stream. Now how many inputs uh, bits are there? 3 bits. And how many number of ones in this input stream? Only how many number of ones? Here in this case there is 0 number of ones. Normally we are considering 0 is a even number. So if it is even combination, so your output bit will be a 0. Now second case 0 0 1. So how many number of ones in this case? This is 1, and 1 is a odd figure. So this is a odd even combinations. Where observe your problem statement, we are generating the even parity generator. Now you are getting the odd number. So odd even combination output will be a 1. Again next case 0 1 0. 0 1 0. Again number of ones is 1, that is odd figure. So again odd even combination output bit will be a 1. Now next case 0 1 1. Now in that case number of ones is 2. So 2 is a even figure. So even combination, that's why output will be a 0. Now in this case odd even combination 1. In this case even combination output will be a 0. In this case even combination, so output will be a 0. Now in this case 3, the number of ones for this combination or for this case is a 3, and 3 is a odd figure. So odd even combination, then again odd even combination, that's why the output bit is a 1. So in this way you have to complete your truth table. Now this is a combinational circuit. So basic steps to design the combinational circuit is what? First you have to design the truth table. Then after that truth table, you have to for the whatever the output bits are there, for that output bits you have to consider the K map. From K map you need to calculate the reduce equations, and that reduce equations can be implemented with the help of circuit diagrams. Okay. Next part is, now we have already designed the truth table. So next part is we are designing the K map. Now by default form we are considered as a SOP. So from this output uh, variable, how many K maps we require? First thing, so here only one output variable, and which type of K map is required? So here there are 3 inputs variables. So basically we require the 3 input variable K map, and only one K map is required because only one output variable. Now here observe this output column, for which cells the high value is there, because by default we are considering the SOP format. So the where for mapping purpose we are considering the high values only. So these cells are having a high values. The if you convert it into a decimal one, so it is 1. Then second, that is 0 1 0, again it's 1. So 1 number cell, 2 number cell, 4 number cells, and last one, that is 7 number cells, are having a high value. Remaining four cells are having a zero value. So we can put this high value into a K map. Okay. Now anyone can reply me it is visible to you or not, or audio is clear or not. Anyone can message me. Okay, fine. Okay. So these four value 1247 I need to map on the K map. Okay, so I have considered the three variable K map. A here I have considered the MSB bit here, and the LSB bits are variables are here. So as per this, we can say that this is a vertical K map. You can design the horizontal K map, no problem. So my sales value is 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So this is a horizontal K map. You can design the vertical K map if you want. Now, as per our truth table, one number cell, two number cell, four and seven number cells are having a high values. Now, next thing we need to make a group. Now here you can observe all these four cells. Their adjacent cells doesn't have any high values or don't care value. So we can have the group of individual cells. So here there are total four groups which carry individual cells. So if you calculate the reduce equation from this one, how many groups are there? Four groups. So in final equations we require the four terms. Okay, now we can write down the four terms. So first thing is, see here, for this is for this term is for this group, this term is for this group, next term is for this group, and final term is for this group. Now you can observe here, if it is the case of in K map, if it is there are a group which contain only one cells, then we can easily convert it into a XOR format. Now how we can convert it into XOR format? See here, this is actually our reduce equation. But if it is you have the knowledge of Boolean algebra theorem, then you can reduce it. Okay, but because when you are going to implement this reduce equation on the digital trainer kits, then you require the more hardware as compared to these final equations. Okay, now how we can calculate this final equation? So from first two terms, consider a bar is common, and from last two terms consider a is a common. So consider a bar, so remaining terms is variables are b bar into c in this bracket, b into c bar. If you consider a common from this one, so a in bracket b bar into c bar plus b into c. Now observe this bracket, first bracket, it is similar to your, this equation is similar to your XOR gate. So B XOR with C. So we can write down B XOR with C. Now observe the second bracket. This is similar to your XNOR gate. So B XNOR with C. So in this way you can write down. Now observe these terms. Now consider A is a X and this bracket term is a y. So here x bar into y plus here x into y bar. Again it is similar to your uh, XOR gate. So we can say a x XOR y. So here x is nothing but a and y is nothing but b XOR c. So we can say XOR with y. Y is a b XOR c. So in this way our final equation is this, a XOR b XOR c. Now last step is you have to design the circuit diagram. So my circuit diagram, actually we don't have the 3 input XOR gate IC. So first with the help of first XOR gate I can implement a XOR b, then output of this XOR gate will be considered as the input to the second XOR gate, one input, and the second input is considered as a C. In this way you can easily implement this circuit even parity generator with the help of only XOR gates. So in this way you can implement the even parity generator. Now we'll see the concept of your odd parity generator. In this while designing the truth table, recall the logic. When odd combinations, your output bit will be a 0. When odd even combinations, your output bit will be a 1. Now again we are considering the 3 input data. So observe the first case, how many number of ones is there? There are 0 ones, number of ones. 0 is considered as even. So even odd combination. So here we can say the output bit will be a 1. Now second case, 0, 0, 1. Number of ones is 1, that is odd figure. So odd combinations. That's why output bit is a 0 or parity bit is a 0. Now 0 1 1, sorry, 0 1 0, this combination. So again odd figure, odd combination, so we can say output bit is a 0. Now next one is 0 1 1. Now the number of ones is in this case is 2, so it is a even figure. So even odd combination, if it is even odd combination, then output parity bit will be a 1. Output parity bit will be considered as a 1. Now next, in this way you can complete the truth table. Now you can check this one, second last combination, 1 1 0. Again number of ones is 2, so even figure, so even odd combination, that's why output is a 1. Now the number of ones in this case is 3, so odd, the figure odd combination, so we can say the output is a 0. So this is the first case, first step, that is to design the truth table, then design the k map. Now for this case you can say the these mean terms are having a, or these cells are having a high values, that is 0 3 5 6. Here 0 3 5 and 6. You can observe the even parity generator truth table and the odd parity truth table. If you calculate these mean terms, okay, these mean terms are complement to each other. Okay, they are a complement to each other. Now we need to put this value into k map. So 0 3 5 and 6. Again there is no adjacent cell to merge the uh, to make a larger group here. Okay, so again it's a group of individual cells. So if it is individual cells, again in final equations, what, how many terms we require the 4 terms, and if you try to reduce these 4 terms, you will get this equation. How we are getting this equation? Because if you observe the even parity generator reduce equation, even parity generator reduce equation is a XOR gate, A XOR B XOR C. And when we are writing the odd parity generator, the both truth tables are complement to each other. If you observe the their output parts, so both truth tables are complement to each other. That's why these output equations again they complement to each other. The output equation also complement to each other. So here now we don't have the XNOR IC. So by using a previous circuit diagram A, B, C, we are implementing the XOR here, A XOR B XOR C. But by we require the XNOR, just so we just add the NOT gate here, and we have implemented the XNOR with the help of this NOT gate IC. Finally, we are getting this Y output. So hope you are getting this parity generator and the parity even parity generator and the odd parity generator. Now the checker part. Now in this case, if you observe, at a transmitter level we have generate the parity bit, and we are sending the parity bit now to the receiver end. Now the job of the receiver node to check the received data. If it is a logic circuit that check for the possible errors in the transmission, so whatever the data received at the receiver end, it has to check this data. So this circuit can be an even parity checker or odd parity checker, depending on the type of the parity generated at the transmission end. So again it depends on your even parity checker or the odd parity checker. When this circuit is used as a even parity checker, the number of inputs bits always be a even. So whatever the data streams we are checking, so in that data stream, if you are checking for the even parity checker. So the data stream must have the even number of ones. If it is even number of ones is present, then we can say there is no error. But if it is odd number of ones, then we can say there is a error. Now see the concept. So when we are considering the even parity generator, since the information is transmitted with the even parity bit, the received must have the even number of ones. Obviously, we require the even number of ones. So in that case, if it has odd number of ones, so it indicates that there is an error. So error occurred during the transmission. We are checking the data. In that checking the data, it depends on your type of data you are going to be checked, either even data or odd data. Now the concept for even parity checker, if the received data, in that received data, if the number of ones is even, then we can say the received data is correct. If the number of ones is odd, then we can say there is an error. So the output of parity checker is denoted by the parity error checker. If there is an error, that is if it contains the odd number of ones, then it will be indicated by 1, or if there is no error, then the output bit will be indicated by 0. It means that जो भी output part if you want to write down, then for that purpose you need to check the number of ones. If it is even, then the output will be a 0. It means there is no error. For no error, we are indicating 0. If it is error, it means number of ones is odd, then for error we are indicating 1. Now this is a truth table. So here now it is 4 bits as a truth input part, because what happened, we are having only a 3-bit data initially. One bit we are generated with the parity bit, and we added that parity bit with the 3 bits of data. So my 3 bit is ABC, and the last bit I am considering my parity bit. So now my total bits for the transmission is 4 bits. So at a receiver end, I am receiving the total number of bits are 4. From that one, I need to calculate the number of ones. Okay, fine. Then see here, you can add this parity bit at a last at LSB position, or you can consider this parity bit at a MSB positions. There will not be change in your input data or the number of ones. Either you can consider at a LSB bit or the MSB bit. There is no effect on the number of ones present in your data inputs. So here you can observe the number of ones is 0. If the number of ones is 0, even figure, so even combination output is a 0 again. So there is no error. If it is error, it can be represented by 1. So here number of ones is 1, that is odd figure, odd one even combination. So it is a error. So error it can be represented by 1. So by using same logic for the generator, if it is even combination, then 0. If it is odd even combination, then it is considered as a error. So here suppose this one second last entry, number of ones are 3, so odd figure. So odd is nothing but it's represent the error. So for that error we can write down the 1. Then last combination or number of ones, in this case 4. 4 is a even number, even combination, so there is no error. So we can say it is a 0. In this way you can complete your truth table by observing your input data stream, calculate the number of ones, then as per the number of ones, then you need to write down the mean term. So these cells having a high values. So here we require the 4 variable k map, then put the high values, whatever the respective high value were calculated from the k truth table. So this high value should be mapped in the k map. Again, it's a individual cells. Out of 16 cells, 8 cells are having a high values. So we can say that it can be converted in it into a final reduced equation, can be converted it into a XOR format. So here total 8 terms. Out of 8 terms, we have considered the some common term. You can see this calculation part. Okay, so from that calculation you can easily convert it into a XOR format. So this is our even parity checker. So again, it is a four variable, so we require one extra XOR gate. So for by using first XOR gate, we are implemented AB. From next XOR gate, we are implemented CP. Okay, and then finally we are using a third XOR gates. We are trying to implementing the final equation. For three variable, we require only two XOR gate. For four variable, we require the three XOR gate while implementing this circuit on the digital trainer kits. Now the last part, that is odd parity checker. So the odd parity checker, the logic is same. If the number of ones is odd, then there is no error. But if the number of ones from the input stream is a even, then it is considered as a error. So PEC output bit is 1. If 4-bit message received the consist of even number of ones, it means error is occurred. Otherwise, it is considered as a 0. Now this is a truth table for the odd parity checker. Now in that case, same logic you need to apply. Odd, then 0. If it is even odd, then 1 is there. So by using same logic, you can consider the first case, number of ones is 0, even figure, even odd, that's why 1. Number of ones odd, odd, so there is no error, so it is considered as a 0. In this way you can complete the truth table, calculate the mean terms. Okay, again you can check the odd parity checker and the even parity checker. These are the complement to each other if you observe this column. So the same step, by using K map, you can put the you can map the high values in K map. Again, it is a group of individual cells. So total final equations, we can have the 8 terms. You can try to reduce 8 terms. If it is even parity checker required the XOR gate, obviously odd parity checker required the XNOR gate. So that can be implemented by using the NOT gate. In previous diagram, just we need to an extra logic gate, that is a NOT gate. With the help of NOT gate, we can implement the XNOR gate. Okay, so in this way you can generate the uh, parity either even or odd. Same at the receiver end, you can check the parity bit either even or odd. This is the simplest assignment. Okay, after your binary to gray code conversion uh, in a Dell, in a group A. Okay, so there is one concept, that is a parity IC. There are number of ICs are available. So we'll see this concept in the next lectures. Okay, we'll try to complete. We're having 10 minutes, so we'll finish it. Okay, so these are the IC related to IC. So there are different ICs are available in the market for uh, parity generator and the checker purpose. So it may be a 4-bit binary checker, it may be a 5-bit, 9-bit, and 12-bit. Now most commonly I see that can we are going to be used, we are implementing both things by using normal basic gates, that is XOR gates, and we are implementing the same assignments by using a 74180 IC. Okay, now if you check the 74180 IC, so it is considered as a 9-bit parity generator or checker IC. Out of this 9-bit, 8-bit is considered as the input data and 1 bit is considered as a parity bit. Okay, so it is used to detect the error in high speed data transmissions or data retrieval systems. Okay, now here two cascading inputs are considered, because this cascading input is used to detect the more number of bits. Okay, error in the more number of bits. Now this is a truth table. Now observe first parity inputs either even or odd. See, forget about the cascading inputs now. Okay, now observe here. You can have even. Okay, so 1. If it is odd, then 0. Okay, you can reverse the logic, no problem. If it is even, see here from this truth table you can say that, see, this is a truth table for the 74810. We cannot change this truth table, this is a standard truth table. So the logic, whatever the logic is implemented in this truth table is this one. Okay, when even combinations, your output bit is considered as even. When odd combination, again the output bit is considered as a even. But when odd even combination, then output bit is a considered as a odd. When even odd combination, then output bit is considered as a odd for the cascading input purpose. So when both cascading inputs are logic 1, then the output bits are considered as a 0. See, this is a forget about the parity input. If you're having a cascading input is both are 1, then your logic input for both cases, even or odd, it is considered as a 0. When the both cascading inputs are logic 0, here if it is consider the next case, that is both inputs are 0 0, then in that case your output bits for both even and odd, it is considered as a 1 1. But normally we are not keeping this cascading input to the same value, that is 1 1 or 0 0, because if you keep the cascading input is 1 1 or 0 0, you are getting the same output. Either you are getting the 0 or you are getting the logic 1 output. Okay, so for that purpose we are trying to changing the values of your cascading inputs. Okay, now our logic is saying whatever the logic we have studied, when the even combinations, then its output bit is 0. When even odd combinations or vice versa, then output bit is a 1. Okay, now it is here, it depends on then cascading inputs. Now here our logic is we can verify here, when even even combinations output bit is 0. When odd combinations your output bit is 0. But if it is even and odd combination, then output bit is considered as a 1. But in that case your cascading input, it should be a 0. If you change the cascading input 1, then your logic will be a reverse. Your logic will be a reverse. You can observe here. Okay, so while implementing, we'll see the different functionalities of your 7480, how we can apply this functional table while